Handle life all black like I'm Batman. Dribble too much. Who is that?
20.
All right, let's look at the first category, the best use of color. Congratulations, Eptic Rev.
Next up, best.
And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. With the teardrop, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Like we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, a former Buckeye and all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander at the 1 with Ferguson at the 2. Gallinari is out there with Muscala, and it's Adams in at the center. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Gallinari outside. Passes it to Ferguson. Gallinari surveying the D. Shot clock at 5. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the young Timberwolves head coach, Ryan Saunders, son of former Minnesota coach Flip Saunders, about as great of a pedigree you could ask for as a young coach.
Well, guys, you've heard me talk about the DNA when it relates to players. It's the same with coaches. I mean, Ryan has grown up seeing his dad coach at a high level, the late Flip Saunders, one of our favorites in the business. He spent his whole life around basketball, so he has a great way with players and a real good understanding of the game, to a modern-day approach for a young coach.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Muscala. Here's Ferguson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Gallinari with the 3. Now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
And still early in the period, and they're only 1 foul away from being over the limit.
And the Thunder with the possession here. They trail by 3. Ferguson for 3. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Evans the basket on the assist by Culver. Evans has got 5 now.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Muscala. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
And you know what? If they run away with this game like they did in that one, I'd expect to see plenty of minutes again for the guys coming off the bench.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. He's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Thunder. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you think about the 2 best talents in Wolves history, KG, obviously, and probably Big Cat.
I would not disagree. I mean, KG is a Hall of Famer. The Cat, Karl Anthony Towns, has been terrific early in his career. The rebounding and scoring, the versatility at that size between those 2 guys. Boy, it could have possibly been like the Admiral and Tim Duncan. Well, maybe not quite that good, but really good.
And now a chance to honor a player who has been on fire recently. His play has earned him Player of the Week in the West.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now here's Evans. 5 points in the game. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 16.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Noel. Oklahoma City moving it around, and he comes up with the deuce. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 here in the quarter. Timberwolves leading by 5. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Adams. Inside, there's Noel, and no good. Towns with the defensive effort. Feeds it to Johnson. It's deflected. Towns against Gallinari. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Now here's Towns. The Thunder pull it in. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Out to the wing. Ferguson for 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And it's denied. Mensah. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. 4 on the clock. Pass to Culver. Fires the 3. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Sometimes it's just better to concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree. And you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball.
Thunder have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That's good from Noel.
Boy, it's obvious that Noel has some nice leadership traits. He's energetic. He's positive. His teammates really gravitate to him and feed off his intensity.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
And so it's Minnesota.
Killing it tonight, Shea. Let's go. Love the intensity. You get an open look, keep taking it, all right? That's what I want to see. Stay aggressive.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Teams will make substitutions. Mensah. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far. Thunder trailing by 10. James Johnson is out there with Towns. Then it's Russell. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's the call on James Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. There's Gallinari with the 3. Offensive rebound.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
No good that time.
Solid rebound there. And with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort. Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And the pass to Towns. Shoots from 14. Not going to go that time. And the Thunder going the other way now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That's good from 17 feet away. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Mensah, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And they got to bring the double team on.
A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. And the wide open shot from Paul sinks the 3-pointer. He's got 15.
Paul can score in bunches and do it efficiently. So once he knows he's in that zone, that makes him all the more willing to do things himself.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Passes it to Ferguson. Gallinari on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Johnson with the block.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Paul. From deep, Gallinari, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night. Minnesota leading by 7. Pass to Okogie. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Hey, you know, I like the competitive spirit, but when you look at it, I think he rushed that.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Noel. Here's Nader. Hernangomez covering. And Noel kicks to Nader. Clock at 6. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
And one thing the Wolves have done well over the past few seasons, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, you know, they squeeze it well. Low turnovers can be a double-edged sword, though. If you don't make many mistakes, maybe you're not being aggressive enough. Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Nader grabs the board.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And, Greg, it's clearly been their edge. And in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
Man, he's having having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Dort passes to Noel. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. The pass to Nader from downtown. Minnesota with the rebound. Spellman's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Nader. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Hernangomez covering. Muscala, the pass to Dort. Here's Nader. He's covered by Murray. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Second shot opportunity. Here's Noel. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Clark, you were so prolific in so many areas of the game. Which part of basketball came the easiest for you?
I think the rebounding piece. I always had a knack for sniffing out missed shots and had the size and timing and hands to chase down rebounds, but that was probably the strength of my game and the most unique part of it at an early age. And then the ball handling. My dad was 6'4" in the 50s, which meant you pretty much played inside, and he drummed into my head and my heart, make sure you can handle that ball. So from the time I started playing, I was dribbling and making sure I could handle it, and it served me well during my playing career.
Back to Murray. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got his second bucket tonight.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You know, Greg, for the Thunder fans, hard to see their star power dwindle, but they got a lot in return.
Yeah, but the Thunder were capped out. They hadn't made it past the first round in 3 years. And in exchange for Paul George, they got one of the richest trade packages in league history.
And at the start of the new year, a look here at the Rookie of the Year race. Some great young players making their entree into the NBA. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special, special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I ditto all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
A floater. Reed with the rebound.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
The offensive rebound.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low, here's Muscala. Good on the shot.
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
Here's Mensah. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, I cannot believe he didn't capitalize there, and neither can he.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Spellman with the rebound. Spellman's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Mensah. It's tipped. Here's Dort. Here's Noel. And Noel throws it down.
And Noel really does a nice job in reading angles of shots. He really excels in avoiding box outs because he's so active, and he typically beats guys to important spots near the basket.
Pass to Spellman. To the inside. Mensah, Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for Minnesota. Malik Beasley comes in for Murray. Here's Ferguson. He averages about 5 points a game. 35 seconds left in the third. Noel in the corner. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Over Beasley. Hits the jump hook. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 17. Timberwolves leading by 9. Mensah. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Here's Mensah. No good off the back of the rim. From deep. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Minnesota in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. So the Thunder 5 right now. A perimeter tandem, Ferguson and Gallinari. Noel is out there with Mike Muscala. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
The shot's good.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. Okogie's checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Chris Paul, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Here's Mensah. It's rebounded by Paul. Paul's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Ferguson kicks to Paul. Top of the key. That one wide left for Minnesota. They've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Back to Beasley. Lays it up off the glass.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
And the basket by Okogie. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Paul. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Mensah. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. And he sinks the second.
And, you know, even though in today's game floor spacing is all the rage, the last 5 years the Wolves attempted the fewest threes in the league. And when they did shoot them, they didn't make very many of them.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The pass to Towns. To the middle. And he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 34. And on top of their troubles from range, the Wolves have also had trouble on the defensive glass.
Yeah, and if you can't rebound and you're not shooting it well, you've got to figure out who you're going to be. Your identity is in question. That's what the Wolves are trying to figure out. Who are we? What do we do well? How do we win? How do we succeed? to get to the next level, they've got to answer that question.
Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ferguson.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Okogie, the pass to Towns, fires from the wing. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Well, I like that sweet-looking shooting stroke that Towns has. So polished and efficient. His mid-range, Jay, on the money.
And the basket is good. 19 points for Chris Paul.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
Here's Towns. Second chance effort. The shot that time, not on target. Adams, some nice D.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Skying towards the hoop and decimating the defense with that ridiculous alley-oop dunk. Go ahead, Noel.
And the dunk by Towns.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Paul looking around. Basket counts. Paul's got 21 in the game.
And we know Paul's not the biggest guy in the league, far from it, but that does not stop him from finding ways to score inside.
Pulls up, high post. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Confident and precise is exactly how Paul owns the mid-range area.
Mensah defended by Paul. Towns at the elbow. Down low and taken away by Paul. And it's blocked.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Here's Ferguson. Pass to Adams. Paul outside. Back to Adams. Shot clock at 6. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Chris Paul.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for the Thunder. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And you look at the way Steven Adams has developed his offense the last few years. It's been a huge boost for this team. He has always been a great defender, but now he is an important cog on this team in terms of scoring.
Diallo, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now, or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
And with Adams in his offense, you forget how young he is.
And big men, sometimes they just take a little longer to find their path in the NBA. And Adams has certainly found his. I remember him being in mostly to screen and rebound when he was a rookie, but look how far his game has come.
Beasley outside. There's the dish to Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. They're running. Paul passes to Adams. Towns with the defensive effort.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Mensah, Adams defending. Back to Johnson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, do you think the NBA should consider expanding the use of replay? I know you personally hate to slow the game down, but you also want the calls to be correct.
Well, it depends on the circumstances, Kevin. I like the fact that replay is available, and it helps enhance the ability of the officials to get calls correct. Expanding the use of replay, though, has to be done very judiciously. There are a couple of areas, goaltending would be one, where you take a look to see if that's the case. But I think flow of game takes priority over trying to get every single call right just because you think technology gives you a chance to do that.
Mensah can't cash in from close range.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
The open shot, Paul. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Here's Burton, covered by Beasley. Lets it go. And it's Paul missing. Timberwolves leading by 9. Ring shot on the way. Stolen. Passes it to Burton. Here's Ferguson. This one for 3. Good on the triple. Ferguson's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
There's the feed to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, it should absolutely be illegal for a 7-footer to be able to leave the ground that fast, but Towns has made it legal.
Thunder trailing by 8. Paul outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Paul's got 30.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside, Towns. Okogie inside the 3-point line. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, you know, the willingness from Towns to share the ball, just another reason why his guys love playing with him.
Here's Paul. Gallinari trying to get open. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Chris Paul. And the Timberwolves call timing.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And now a moment to take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
To the paint. Kicks it to Johnson. Here's Mensah. The shot misses. Paul with the defensive effort.
And they've had the edge in rebounding all night long, and none bigger than that one right there.
And guys, you've seen it countless times in a close game. Hustle plays can really make the difference.
It's stolen by Adams. And the Thunder pushing it up now. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
They know he's looking for him, so it's easy to see why Paul's teammates love it.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Timberwolves. 4-point game. Pass to Okogie. To the inside. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Ferguson. He kicks it to Adams. The pass to Roby. 1:46 left to play in the final quarter. 5 to shoot. Ball passes to Roby. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot from deep 3-point range. Chris Paul, and that's good. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
Tell you what, it's pretty obvious why CP3 is the man they rely on in these big moments. I mean, he's courageous, fearless, and productive.
And that one is good by Beasley.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
Paul with the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Outside, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And he gets the bucket. And it's a 6-point Timberwolves lead.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Oklahoma City's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 49 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Minnesota. And Oklahoma City making a change here. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Dort passes to Adams. Here's Dort. Back to Adams. 6 to shoot. Ball outside. Shoots it up. Offensive rebound. Adams down low. Towns on him.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Mensah. No good on the quick three. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Minnesota making a switch. Beasley's checked in.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
And hustle like that is why he leads his team in rebounds tonight.
And I tell you what, guys, nobody's been more physical in this game than he has. He has been a glass eater.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they...
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Alden, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And we welcome you back. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaq here. We got Kenny here. With this one in the books, we've got a special post-game guest joining us.
Hey, what's up? It's Shaq. Listen, you've been on one the last few games. Wow. What do you think you have to do to sustain this level of production?
Shaq, man, the best has yet to come. I know you're going to kill me for saying that. I'll probably go in a tank the next couple of games, but that's all right, man. But that's just the confidence I have, the confidence in my abilities, the abilities of my teammates. This has been a good run for me, but it's only going to get better going forward, unless it doesn't.
Going into the tank, the fish tank or the gas tank? Back to you, Ernie.
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith, this is Ernie Johnson. farewell, and goodbye.
Che, remember the winners of our youth league are here? You're one of the players they get to meet for winning the title.
Can you talk to friends like that?
Okay, not too long. They're kids. They gotta get home.
Hey, you got my jersey. That's what's up. Thanks, guys.
Hey, yo, listen up. Real quick. I want to recognize Che for killing it out there tonight. All right, great effort on both sides of the ball. Come get your trophy, kid.
That's for me?
Oh, you.
Okay.
Oh, me. Oh, fucking me.
Oh, thanks, Coach. I appreciate it, man.
Speech.
Oh, come on, bro.
Speech.
All right. I would like to thank my teammates, my coaches, and the fans. I mean, this is the best city in the world to play for us, so thank you. Good night.
Oh.
Yeah, fellas, let's do this, man.
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo, what's up, man?
I see you out there doing work.
get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Hey, he can ball, huh? Shot!
Shot out of the way. Oh no.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Focus! Focus! Hey, he can ball, huh? I got yours! I got yours! 1-2! Shot! One more. Just like that. There you go. Now we're rolling. Let's go. Hit me up.
Yeah.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started.
Get on, my man!
Shut up! Hey, he can ball.
Stop ball!
Go, look at the clock! Bad one! Don't forget the clock! Clock! You got it! Hurry! Shoot that! Nice shot! Don't forget the clock! Hit that!
Dang it.
See you later.
Let's smoke these fools.
Congratulations to all of the winners, and it's time for you to vote again.
That's right. Which shoes do you want to see made in-game? Let us know.
And check back to see who takes that grand prize.
Ooh, grand prize. It is time to vote right now.
And David Aldridge is well, it's a terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Holiday in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, they've got Towns. Russell is out there with Johnson. And it's Okogie in at small forward. Doris, you look at these two teams, both with strong rebounding numbers.
Kevin, we are talking about two teams who play a physical, aggressive style. There is no back down on either side. I would anticipate a rugged interior game that might lead to a little bit of chippiness right up your alley, Kevin.
Oh, don't we love these kind of games? I mean, these are a blast to call.
No doubt.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And the shot by Warren, no good. Here's Okogie. He's covered by Warren. Here's Mensah. The 15-footer, good.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Here's Oladipo after the basket by Minnesota. Sabonis kicks to Oladipo.
Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Pass to Sabonis. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Towns. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
Here's Holiday following the score by James Johnson. Oladipo against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Holiday with the 3. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
Here's Mensah. They get it again. Towns uses the glass to drop it in.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. No good on the triple. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. It's a 5-point game. They get it back. Passes to Johnson. Mensah guarded by Holiday. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Oladipo taking his time here. Inside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Finished off the break.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Pacers trail by 7. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Holiday. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this Pacers franchise, 6 ABA championships, but none so far in the NBA.
Well, Greg, they haven't been there very much, right? Their only finals trip came back in 2000. It took a Lakers squad led by Shaq and Kobe to 6 games. But ever since, they've been chomping at the bit to try to get back.
Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Mensah. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws here tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season. And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
Minnesota with the ball, following the basket by T.J. Warren. Holiday against Russell. That shot off, so Indiana will take it the other way. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, Greg, you cannot allow your opponent to shoot that high a percentage. That is going to get you beat night after night.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Now, here's Sabonis. His last outing, 16 points for him. And there's the pass to Warren. And Holiday kicks to Oladipo. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up on the wing. Indiana with a new shot clock. And that one, good.
Well, Domantas Sabonis has a nose for the basketball. He understands if he keeps moving, he's going to get to the offensive glass.
Outside, Towns. Here's Mensah. Oladipo with the block.
Wow, the athleticism we talk about.
Indiana leading by 4. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got T.J. McConnell. He's out there with Victor Oladipo, and it's Leaf in at the 4. They get it back. Here's Oladipo, and the rejection by Evans. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here's McConnell. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. McConnell's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Mensah, he's covered by McConnell. Mensah, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's McConnell. Not a lot of room. Oladipo for 3. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Mensah. Pass to Hernangomez. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now, here's McConnell. Defense right on him. Evans against Oladipo. Over to the wing. Pass to McConnell. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward-thinking about is always accepting new ideas. They've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these would be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment. Good report. Thank you so much. Pacers leading by 4.
And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical. You know, it seemed to me they were shying away from a foul there. The D still has to be a little bit more physical than that. He's got to feel you.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Doris, you played point guard. What do you like to see from that position?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Showtime Lakers, which was my first team that I adored when I was a kid watching the NBA. And the reality is this, Kevin, I love to see teams play in transition, get out in the open floor. What's better than watching Steph Curry cross half court with a full head of steam and the defender knowing, oh, good God, anything could happen here. He might pull a three, he might finish in spectacular fashion off the run, or he might find a teammate for a momentum-building three. Like, get in transition and run, baby.
Here's Bitadze. Oladipo outside. From past the arc. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. To the inside. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot. 12 points for him.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Holiday, the pass to Oladipo. Over Evans. Oladipo misses.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Count it.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Holiday looking for an opening. Oladipo outside. Back to Holiday. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Hernan Gomez against Warren. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Mensah. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
He's made 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Karl Anthony Towns comes in for Amari Spellman, and it's Beasley in for Juan Hernan-Gomez. Turner's checked in for the Pacers. Sabonis comes in for Leaf.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Now, here's Warren. He's coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia. Passes it to Sabonis. They can't stop the run with that one. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here's Mensah. The basket good off the assist from Evans. Evans has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Warren. The shot comes out. Towns with the defensive effort. to the right side. Down low, here's Mensah. The rebound by Turner.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that. Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A fourth would be...
With 1 on the clock, that shot no good. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Pacers trail by 7. They've got James Johnson. He's out there with Karl-Anthony Towns. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. That one goes in.
Aggressive move coming out of the half, penetrating into the heart of the defense.
And I've got to believe that was something they talked about during the break. Get him some good looks into the paint, get into the heart of the defense. Beautiful.
Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries from 16. It's rebounded by Indiana. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Domantas Sabonis enters the league as the 11th pick in 2016. That first season, I don't think people understood how good he could be. His improvement, his ability as a promising big man in this league, unquestioned at this point.
And you look at the development for Sabonis, what stands out?
Well, I think he's made strides across the board, Kevin. And for me, this is as fundamentally sound a big man as you'll find in the league. He's a triple threat on the offensive end. He is super smart on the defensive end and quite versatile. He can guard both front court positions.
To the paint, here's Oladipo, and finished off by Oladipo.
Well, there is an athleticism and a vertical that you've got to contend with Victor Oladipo.
Mensah, guarded by Oladipo. To the left side wing. To the middle. It's stolen by Oladipo. Right side Warren. And he gets it to go. Warren's got 6.
How about the delicate floater on display from T.J. Warren?
Mensah, guarded by Oladipo. Now the pass to Russell. Clock at 6. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
That puts them in the lead. 14 points for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Okogie. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Russell against Warren. Back to Oladipo. Here's Turner. Good. And it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 10 points for Miles Turner.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the paint. Can they get it? Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. Oladipo's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Minnesota calls timeout.
I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015. He has gotten better every single year.
Omari Spellman has come in for Johnson. Down low, here's Mensah. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And Doris, you look at Turner's input. it's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. The dish to Towns, to the inside. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Warren. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
Minnesota making a switch. Hernangomez is checked in. Pass to Spellman. Inside, Mensah. An easy 2 points on the layup. 23 points in the game. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think, Greg, it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Here's Mensah. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Here's Indiana. They're on a 20-6 run. Holiday up top. He's guarded by Russell. Oladipo, good.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Here's Mensah. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Indiana leading by 10. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Tries from 10. Count the basket. Leafs got 7.
And ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Shot clock at 6, and he's able to get it back. No good from Hernangomez.
And his defense so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Beasley's checked in for Minnesota. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Justin Holiday comes in for Warren. Pass to Hernangomez. To end the run. That one no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. And Oladipo kicks to Holiday. A three-pointer no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Mensah. Holiday with the block. Elbow shot is on the way. Here's Leaf. Turner trying to free himself up. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. And the Timberwolves call time here. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. 17 points was their biggest margin. On the court right now for the Pacers. Sabonis and Turner up front. Oladipo is the 2 with Warren playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point.
And what a half for this offense. If they can stay this high, a great chance to extend this lead.
Beasley right side. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
A shot by Sabonis, nobody around. The wing jumper off target. Timberwolves trail by 10. And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And Doris, you're right. Over the last 5 seasons, the Timberwolves have been the absolute worst defensive rebounding team in the NBA.
And it's hard to understand, Kevin, because they have created second chance opportunities for themselves only to give it back on the other end. That's the kind of thing that can be demoralizing for your defense. You get a stop, but you don't finish the possession with a rebound. That can wear you out physically and mentally.
Here's Mensah. They get the rebound. Here's Towns. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Warren against Beasley. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Warren, that's for 2. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You take a look at Sabonis. With the voting as it is now, it looks like he'll miss out on a spot in the starting lineup for the East.
Yeah, not even in the top 10, but it shouldn't take away from what he's done this year. It's been a very good season for him.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Free throw, good, Holiday.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Both free throws good from Holiday. Timberwolves trail by 10. And Towns throws it down.
The big cat climbs up and flushes it home.
The Pacers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. There's the pass to Sabonis. He kicks it to Oladipo. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Johnson outside. Hits it from 3-point range. And now it's only a 5-point Pacer lead.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. To the middle, Turner. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Well, Domantas Sabonis is one of the outstanding passers from the post position that we have in today's game. If you're open, he'll find you.
And the 3 ball is good.
He's shooting the lights out down the stretch, trying to keep them competitive.
Indiana leading by 4. And here's Holiday. Pass to Sabonis. Kicks it to Oladipo. Double team on Holiday. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's Mensah. It's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Okogie's checked in for Minnesota. Holiday, the pass to Sabonis. Dishes to Oladipo. Knocked away and taken away by Johnson. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And good that time. And that's 13 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. Sabonis finds Warren. Back to Sabonis. looking to get back on track here. Yep, that one goes in there.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
Here's Okogie, defended by Sabonis. Okogie misses. Indiana leading by 4. Oladipo outside. Pass to Sabonis. Shot from the low block. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 6 assists here tonight. Minnesota's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Here's Mensah, and he drops in the layup off the glass. 32 points in the game.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Warren, good.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Timberwolves passing it around. Passes it to Johnson. Over Sabonis. A shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Down low. And Turner throws it down.
Kev, don't you love how many different ways Miles Turner can score the basketball? Spot up, in transition, operating in the post. He's got the entire arsenal.
Good.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Indiana leading by 6. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. 6 on the shot clock. Up top Warren. Defended by Towns. Warren, good.
I'll tell you, you have got to have a short memory. You put a poor first half behind you, and you get to work here in the second. Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
For Indiana, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. The pass to Oladipo. Back to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Timberwolves trail by 9. Lets it go with the 3. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Outside Warren. Back to Turner. Outside Warren. Teardrop shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Holiday up top. Oladipo outside. Warren trying to break loose. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got assist number 8 now on the night. Minnesota's gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. But they recover it.
The momentum continues to go their way. Pretty much the story of the game.
Bucket is good.
Okay, D'Angelo Russell mixing in a little interior work. Not bashful.
Pacers leading by 4. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
Well, D'Angelo Russell, one of the best mid-range scorers you'll see. He's got the floater game, the pull-up game, and with his arsenal, he can get a shot at any time.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Victor Oladipo.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%. Always a sign of a solid offensive performance, but his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for D'Angelo Russell. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Nate McMillan had some advice for the team during that last break. He's obviously pretty happy. He said, I know they're not going to take us lightly next time. He knew what the deal was with that underdog role coming into the game.
Pass to Sabonis. Back to Holiday. It's Oladipo on the wing. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Floats one up. It counts. And the foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And you know, Doris, another thing about D'Angelo Russell, he's not afraid of the big moment.
Kevin, he has proven that he is willing to take and make big shots. He doesn't necessarily beat you with tremendous athleticism, but it's his basketball skill that sets him apart.
Towns comes with a double team. On the wing, Holiday. The Pacers keeping it going. A new 14-second clock. Here's Oladipo, and the Pacers can't get it to go. And they're pushing it up. Here's Okogie. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
Pass to Oladipo. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by Karl-Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
And it is a major disadvantage down the stretch if you can't guard. This may just come down to who has the ball last.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
1:56 left in the game. And Holiday has it in the corner. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming, and the shot goes in. And he has 42.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Oladipo. And it's Oladipo with the jam.
Oladipo getting more confident in these big-time moments, demands the basketball and finds a way to score.
The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool custom.
Minnesota calls timeout. They lead by 4. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Beasley finishing it off.
Oh, yeah, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Pacers trail by 6. Oladipo with the ball. Towns with the defensive effort.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Mensah guarded by Holiday. Passes it to Beasley. There's the 3. No good that time. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Here's Warren. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And so he's picked up. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
baseball. It's your favorite. Alright guys, thanks for watching.